Hello, welcome to the Richest and Simple Living. My name's Maria. If you're here for the first time, then I film vlog mainly about homeschooling, homesteading, urban homesteading that is, and home life, which normally involves my air fryer, which is what it does today, which is why it's there. So yeah, I thought today we'll have another air fryer recipe, and I'm going to do baked egg custard, and I really love egg custard. And also I've got a glut of eggs that need using because the hens are in full lay now, and you just get buried in eggs, too many of them. So I thought, what's the best way to use them if you're not doing quiches, to do egg custard? So it's that time of year when we eat a lot of egg custards. So I thought I'd do one. Normally I do an egg custard tart, but I experimented with pastry last week. So I thought this week I'm going to try doing the actual baked egg custard and see how that turns out. So it doesn't take a lot of ingredients and should be nice and quick and easy to do. I've not done it in the air fryer before. I've always done them in the ovens, my egg custard, so it's first time in the air fryer. So again, it'll be something new to see how it works out. So I've already greased my plate, pint dish, that one. I'll bring you down a bit because you can't see me and what I'm doing. So yeah, I think that'll be all right if I can just sort of get you in a bit. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to crack 3 eggs, give them a quick whisk, pop them into the jug, and then I'm going to add some sugar and whisk that round. And while that's doing, I've got a pint of milk, and the milk I'm going to put into the microwave to warm up. So I'll just swing that around to the microwave, and then we can be doing the egg mix while that's warming up. So I'm going to put it on. It can't be boiling, so I'm going to put it on for, I don't know, about 2.5 minutes. You might think that's quite high, but I've only got a 700 wattage microwave, not got a very high microwave, so I put things in for a bit longer. But you can tell, you know, when they're done anyway. If it's not done enough, I can put it in a bit more, but 2.5 minutes probably will be all right. So while that's warming, we'll just mix some eggs. So we'll break one at a time. That way I can check they're all right, although these are fresh in a couple of days ago, these eggs. I'll just beat each one up a bit. Then I'm going to pop it into there. I know you can beat them all in there, but I do like to beat them individually, especially as they are like fresh garden eggs, to make sure they're all okay. Sometimes if I put them in a box and I leave the box one side, people muddle the eggs up in the box, and once or twice I've had one that's been off, so it's always best to crack them individually first. And the same if you buy shop bought ones, or I should say shop bought ones. So just checking they're okay. Right, that's the last one. So 3 of those eggs, just an average sized egg. I do love garden eggs. I mean, I don't think you can see from there, but they're always a lot yellower than when you buy them. I find eggs seem a bit pale when you buy them in the shops, but you've got your own hens, it's always nice darker yellow. Right, so they're in there. So we want a couple of teaspoons of sugar, not teaspoons, tablespoons of sugar. Just put a couple of them in. So 1, 2 should do it. And then we'll beat that round, mix all that in. And then once the milk is done, we'll add it to it and give it all a good beat round. Shouldn't be long now. A couple more seconds and it should be done. Right, that's nice and mixed in ready. So there we go, bang on cue. We'll get that out. Yeah, that feels nice and warm. So what we do then is add the milk to the egg and sugar mix. Stir it all in. It's just such a nice, quick, simple recipe, and it uses up eggs, being we have such a glut of them, and it tastes nice as well. And it's nice in summer because you put it into the fridge to set. Well, once it's cold, put it into the fridge and it sets lovely, and it's really nice cold on a hot day. So that's all mixed in lovely, nice and smooth. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take everybody's advice that they gave me for the rice pudding. So I've got my pint dish, but what I'm going to do is put the dish in first and then add the mix. So well, it's going to be a bit awkward actually, because I'm going to have to prop it up or it's going to be leaning down. This might be awkward. Sounded a lot easier than what it's probably going to be. Let's bring you across so you can see. Right. So if I bring you to the side, you can see better. See what I mean? When I pull the thing out, it goes downwards. So of course my dish inside's going downwards and the liquid in it is going to go downwards. So this is where I'm going to have to be quite careful what I'm doing. There seems no way of propping it other than sort of right in, but if I hold it with one hand, we'll attempt it that way. So I don't know which is going to be worse really, doing it and lifting it in or doing it this way. I don't know if you can see. So I'm going to try it that way and do it slowly so it doesn't splash everywhere. At the same time holding it up with my other hand so it's level and it doesn't tip out. Right, that fills it right to the top, and I've got to be very careful now. We're going to add a bit of ground nutmeg to it, so if I can do that. This is the awkward bit, getting it in. Oh, that's the best I can do now. I'm going to slide it back short. Oh, I've got to clip it shut. I don't want it to spill. Oh, I don't know if that spilled any inside, but that was really awkward. That was quite awkward. So, yeah, we're going to set it up now, see what it needs to go on, and we'll get it going. So we're going to do it at 150 degrees centigrade and for 36 minutes. I've just had a quick look at the converter. I'd forgot to look, so we'll bring it down, switch it on. We're going to go to air fry. It's a bit difficult to see today because the sun's shining. I shouldn't complain about sun because it's giving out rain tomorrow, but it's hard to see what I'm doing. So it's on 150 and we'll go now to 36 minutes. That's that. Switch it on and off we go. So we'll come back to that in a little while and we'll see whether it's done or not. So it's just dinged, bing dinged, whichever. And I thought we'll have a look what it's like. So, oh, this is the bit I'm always dreading. We'll just swing you around to get you in position. First thing I'm doing is giving it a little shake because I don't want it to be too runny that it goes everywhere. Now, see when I wobble it? I'm not sure whether I'd like it to be a bit more than that or whether that would actually set. I think actually I might just give it a little bit longer. I'm not sure. I don't want it to sort of burn on top, but I'm a bit concerned about it, how it's wobbling a bit. I mean, when it comes out, it cools and then pop it in the fridge. That might set lovely, but I think I'd feel better if I just give it a couple of minutes longer. So swing it around, switch it on, we'll air fry. It was 150, wasn't it, that we did it on? and I think, I don't know, shall we say 5 minutes? I've got to bear in mind that it's a bit more powerful than my cooker. I'm not used to putting things in for a bit longer. So we'll try it on that. We'll give it 5 more minutes and we'll see if it's still like that. I think then maybe I'll just leave it, you know, to cool, because it probably will set better. But I've not made one in here before, so I'm a bit uncertain about it. When I take them out of the oven, they do have a bit of movement, but I've just felt that that had got a bit more movement than when I normally do them in the oven. So we'll see. In 5 minutes time, we'll have a look. Right, 5 minutes have dinged, so we'll see. Take you back a little bit and then bring you down so you can see. There we go. Let's have a look. All right, still wobbly. I mean, it's not, can you see? It's not runny, but wobbly. A bit like a jelly, I'd say. I'll put it down on here and I'll see if I can lift it out, because I don't want to keep putting it in. I want something to lift it out with. I just put it to the side there. Well, I've sort of cocked it sideways a bit and it's not moved. Just bring it so you can see. There we go. I sort of moved it sideways a bit. It didn't run out and it's a bit like a jelly. So I'm going to leave it to cool. We'll leave it there to cool. Obviously, I'm not going to taste it yet because it's red hot. But we'll leave it cool and we'll come back to it in a while. And we'll see what it's like then, and perhaps be able to have a taste test and pop it in the fridge then. We'll see in a little while. Right, I'm back. We're going to test this egg custard bake. I look a bit windswept actually. I've been outside. Oh, it's blowing a gale out there. It's really lovely, beautiful day, but they didn't say about all this wind, and it's quite windy. So let me just show you the dessert. I've left it go cold. So it's set. Look at that. That's much better. That's good. So the extra 5 minutes probably helped. It hasn't done it no harm anyway. So actually, let's just bring you down so you can see. I got a party bowl to use today. It was my birthday the other day, big one, big 6-0, and they'd had a party for me. So I'm using up some of these bowls. Now that's set beautifully. Look at that. That has set lovely. So we can, oh, dear me, missed. Got some on the table. Good job I've got a clean table. Right. Let's have a taste. Now I've chucked it everywhere. See what it's like. These plates are so flimsy. That's nice. Do you know when I'm cutting it, I can smell the egg in it. But taste-wise, it doesn't taste like it smells. It tastes really nice. Actually, I like the taste of the nutmeg on top. That's sort of gone through. It's nice. It's nice. Lovely. Like I say, normally I make them in the pastry case, but this is beautiful. It's really nice. I like it. So, yeah, definitely will be doing that again. I really enjoyed that. But I do like baked egg custard, and I like egg custard tarts as well. I'm a big fan of them. So, yeah, that's another success. I'm really pleased with that. So now it's Friday. So it'll be weekend. They'll be back with you then Monday. Monday will be another homeschool video on Monday. And then next week I'll probably bring you 3 videos. So Monday, like I say, will be homeschool. I'll probably come back Wednesday, and it'll be more or less near the end of the month. So we'll be doing the gardening collab. That's where we'll take you and look around how the garden's progressing and what we're doing in there and all the Urbany homestead side of it. And then Friday we'll come back with another air fryer recipe. I'll have a look what else we can do. So yeah, if any of those days change, I'll just pop it into my community tab and you can see, in case you're looking forward to watching one of them. I mean, you might watch all of them. You might just watch the particular ones you're interested in. So I thought it's better if I tell you which day I'm going to do what. So if there's a thing, say like you're watching now for the cooking, for the air fry cooking, but you're not interested in homeschool, then you'll know not to watch one on Monday. But yeah, I think it's easy if I sort of tell you that. So yes, that's it for now. And like I said, I shall see you on Monday if you join me for homeschooling. Have a good weekend and take care. Bye.